Welcome inside of North Daviess High School here in southern Indiana, getting set for the HBCA Boys All-Star Classic here on the ISC Sports Network. Alongside Rob Moorhead, I'm Kurt Darling. Thank you so much for joining us here this afternoon. Today's game is brought to you by Peterman Brothers, Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Also by Indiana State University, where Sycamores continually prove that real game changers wear blue. And by York Automotive in Greencastle. Well, again, alongside Rob Moorhead, I'm Kurt Darling. Rob, good to be with you here today. We just had one good all-star game between the girls. Now it's the boys' turn here inside of North Daviess High School.
Kurt, pleasure working with you. It's great to be seeing some of these fantastic players from southern Indiana playing in the HBCA East-West All-Star Game. We appreciate everyone involved with the HBCA for having us out. ISC Sports being a part of this is fantastic, allowing this game to be brought to folks everywhere who would like to watch it, who are unable to be in attendance down at North Daviess. And Kurt, we got some fine athletes on the floor here for this second game, much like we had in game number one.
Indeed you will. Let's get a quick look at the roster for the West team here. It is certainly a high-powered one you have, and of course, led by Jalen Mullen, as well as Peter Combs, Cale DeNoho, Blake Hurties, Colton Leach, Tyler Myers, Bryson Neidig, J.Q. Roberts, as well as Logan Webb, and many others there. Joey Hart as well on that one as well. As we're underway here inside of North Daviess High School. A quick take right there, and nicely done inside this time by Caden Oliver to get things going for the East.
West will be in white today, just like the girls' game, Kurt. The East will be wearing the navy blue uniforms.
And now working inside here is Colton Leach. And he can't get that one, and he gets that one to go as well. So two all here right out of the gate, and still quickly working in transition, Kai Dyer.
Yeah, Kai Dyer out of Greensburg played for Stacy Meyer. Kai gets it with a nice reverse layup that time.
And so now working it here for the West. Up top inside, and a nice take again inside.
Big three-point jumper from the top of the key that time. That was a nice look. I think that was Colton Leach who drained that three.
And so Leach gets the first three-pointer of the afternoon for either of these ball clubs.
Yeah, both these teams looking very confident offensively. Dyer going to let fly, and Kai Dyer has come out firing in this ball game for the East.
5 quick points for him as well.
Yeah, every shot that has been taken has gotten net so far, Kurt. Pretty good way to start. These guys are ready to play.
Inside and a nice take in. This time that's J.Q. Roberts out of Bloomington North. Averaged 19 points a contest there this past season.
A nice feed as well. A little lob pass there to let J.Q. do his thing.
Back again the other way.
Somebody had to miss one.
And a nice take again down low. J.Q. Roberts off of the alley-oop.
Yeah, J.Q. showing why he's gotten the attention as he has. Going to Vandy next year out of Bloomington North. Played for Jason Spear. They went 19-6 this year.
Here's Roberts again. And a huge take in, and this time he's unable to connect from down low. Pulling up again.
Nice little stop and turn
Josh
there.
Williams.
Yeah, nice move by Josh to lay that one in. Josh out of Connersville, played for Kerry Brown. He's headed for Oakland City next year.
This time a deep take by the West. And that's Peyton Bledsoe getting it going from behind the arc.
Kurt, we will not I'm going to predict right now we won't have any trouble getting to 100 in this game.
Lots of shots taken already from back and forth. Josh Williams with another one.
Not just taken, my friend, but lots of shots made. Guys are knocking it down early. 12-12 in the early going here.
Steele, first turnover of the ball game.
And Kai Dyer for our first dunk.
There's the Greensburg soon-to-be graduate. Averaged 18 points a game this season, did he? Has offers from Franklin and Concordia to play next year. Outside, Roberts hits a big three.
How about the big fella stepping out and draining the three at 6'8", dropping it in.
Again, both teams not too shy to go back and forth and beat the defense. That was Leach, unable to finish. Three ball connected there by Caden Oliver.
4 for 5 from 3 for the East so far in this game, Kurt.
And both teams not really able to get set on any kind of defense as they just keep moving up and down the court rather quickly here.
Joey Hart came up short on that three. There's a nice look.
Caleb Washington out of Floyd Central. And finally, they'll slow it up a little bit here, allow us to catch up.
19-15. Lots of points on the board early in this one.
Step back jumper, Jalen Mullen. And again, he is actually playing on his home floor right here at North Daviess.
And we'll be going just down the road to Oakland City next year. North Daviess, of course, played up in 3A this year. Brent Dalrypple's crew went 24-6, regional champion. Kai Dyer feeling it. Heat check on that one, Kurt.
Maybe a heat check for the rest of the players as well. Here's Leach again with it. Colton Leach out of Bedford North Lawrence. Playing for his coach Jeff Hine here on this West squad inside. And that'll be an and one taken here by Bledsoe.
Yeah, I believe that's Joey Hart that's going to get the and one. Joey will go to the free throw line and look to make the three-point play. Did a nice job using his left hand. That foul's going to go against Josh Williams out of Connersville.
So that is Joey Hart wearing number 20. As we get a line change here from the East All-Stars.
And, Kurt, that is different than what we saw on our roster because we had Joey Hart wearing 22, but I'm 100% sure that's Joey. And
that is, in fact, Joey Hart.
Got Hart on his back.
So Joey Hart, part of Linton Stockton's crew this past season. Committed to play at Central Florida all the way down in the warm and sunny weather. He's also one of the handful of Indiana All-Stars that are part of these crews here down in southern Indiana.
Indeed, we congratulate Joey on that. His team finished runner-up in the state this year in a really good game in 2A.
So now back to a 1-point deficit here for the East. Three ball is short there by Cole Pride for the East. And it's taken in control here by Blake Hurties here of Evansville Mater Dei.
Yeah, Cole Pride out of Batesville, played for Aaron Garrett. I believe he's going to Rose-Hulman next year. And Cole can make that three. I've seen him make a bunch of them down in Ripley County.
That was Denoho now back up top here to Bledsoe. Underneath, nice take in there by Peter Combs of Bloomfield.
Yeah, Peter's a big body young man. Does a nice job, left-handed inside there. I am impressed watching him in the postseason.
Here's Cooper Horn with it here for the East. He tries to squeeze inside, and it's just off the mark. Hurties gets it tipped off of his hand there. They're going to say that was off of the East. It'll stay here with the West All-Stars.
And we do have, there's 22 white. Is that going to be Bledsoe then? You think they just switch numbers? Because Joey was supposed to be 22 and he's 20.
And it looks like that is, in fact,
I can't see the name on that.
And that is Logan Webb wearing number 22. So Logan Webb also out of Linton Stockton, a teammate of Joey Hart's, and a three ball is good there by the big Cole Pride.
I told you he could make that shot. I wanted to give you an I told you so, Kurt. I saw Cole make a bunch of those in the Ripley County tourney this year. There's a three answer for the West.
Blake Hurties with that one right there.
Kurt, I'm going to make an observation here. I want you to tell me if I'm off base. I think the girls All-Stars played a little more defense than the boys are playing.
I think you might be correct.
Don't want to be negative here, Kurt. I'm just telling you what I see.
Outside three on the way this time, and that is good. And that is Neidig with the big shot there for the West.
Good job following up a miss on that one for the East. Laid up and in. I believe that was Cooper Horn getting his first basket.
Logan Webb again trying it from deep. He's a little too strong. A long pass in transition. It goes out of bounds off the hands there of Owen Law.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. These guys are going to rock and fire and put the ball up a lot. We're going to have a lot of points scored. And kind of like an open gym here, Kurt. There may even be a little more defense in open gym than what we're seeing so far in this All-Star game.
That was Bryson Neidig on that last one there out of Washington. First team All-Pac selection this season out of the Pocket Conference. He hit 7 threes in a win over Forest Park earlier this year. Speaking of threes, that was Peter Combs with another big one.
The big lefty drops the 3 in. Heading to Taylor next year. Play for J.B. Neal at Bloomfield.
And now we get our first foul of the ball game.
Yeah, nice take that time by Logan Rohrer. Logan's out of Lawrenceburg. Played for Brad Cutter down at Lawrenceburg. They were 19-7 playing in that 3A sectional in Greensburg, which was a meat grinder. They actually knocked off Lawrenceburg, and Logan played very well in that ball game. First free throw of the day for them is up and good.
So Rohrer makes that one. Rohrer this season a 63% foul shooter. He had a season-high 20 points against Jackson Dell earlier this year.
Yeah, Lawrenceburg in Logan's junior year, they were sectional champs. There's a nice feed. The dunk for Peter Combs.
That flush right there gives him 7 points.
Yeah, Peter's off to a fantastic start out of 1A Bloomfield.
Take a look at the replay again.
How about that pass, Kurt?
Logan Webb.
You gotta love the little one-hand whip pass there with the right hand. Comes America's play. Nope. Thought they were going to screen the inbounder, but they did not.
7-point advantage now for the West. And cutting into it right there, another big shot from Cole Pride.
My guy. Cole Pride's mom just inducted into the Ripley County Basketball Hall of Fame. She played at Jacksonville. Was inducted last weekend.
A lot of these players getting a lot of accolades from all across Southern Indiana thanks to the HBCA. Pride again unloading from deep again, and this time a little too strong.
Can we use the same term again? Heat check.
Quick across the court this time is Tyler Myers. He was going full bore, and he is going to get fouled in transition. Of course, Tyler Myers out of Evansville Day School. There you see a hard shot right there. He's going to go to the line. This is a player that scored 2,837 career points at Evansville Day School. That puts him as the all-time leading scorer in the city of Evansville, but also 6th all-time in the state.
Yeah, I was going to say, with 2,800, you'd have to be high on that top 10 list in the state of Indiana. That's just a ton of points being scored. And am I reading correctly? He's staying in town next year?
He is. He is going to be playing for the Purple Aces of Evansville next year.
Fantastic. We wish him the best. Nice.
And a
like
missed
point
point-blank shot there by Cole Pride.
A little screen and roll that time. I love that play.
6-point deficit here for the East. And the West making it that much harder, though, as another one by Bryson Neidig gets that one to go.
Played in the Hatchet House for Gene Miller there at Washington.
Outside, long three is true there for Cooper Horn.
Long rebound that time. Good job by Cole Pride chasing it down for the offensive rebound. The East gets points off of it.
Neidig again on the wing, leaves it. And a long cross-court pass to Webb. Purdy's.
Kurt, we're playing college rules. These are 20-minute halves we're playing here.
And this is Peter Combs. And he'll be fouled at the line.
So Peter's planning to go to Taylor University next year, coming out of Bloomfield. And I think they're getting a nice player, the big left-hander. And you can just see in the way his body is built, Kurt, he's going to add muscle onto that frame as he gets to Taylor and gets involved in their strength program.
10 minutes left to go here in the first half. And this is a court that Peter Combs is certainly familiar with. He had a buzzer-beating shot versus North Daviess here back in February. He had 28 points in that game.
Yeah, that's a fantastic effort. They got beat by the state champion this year in Class 1A, Indianapolis Lutheran. I was at that game in the regional. And Indianapolis Lutheran's defense just proved to be a little too much for Bloomfield in that one. But Bloomfield had a fantastic season under J.B. Neal.
So Combs goes 1 of 2 at the line right there, so he now has 8 points.
I believe, Kurt, Bloomfield was ranked number 1 at the time when Lutheran knocked them off.
Indeed they were. Of course, Lutheran would go on to have that stellar season, as you see a big, nifty shot there by Casey Kylan, his first bucket.
Not to mention a beautiful pass that time. Just a great assist.
Outside again, and the shot falls there for Jalen Mullen.
Yeah, Jalen Mullen, a nice player in his own right there at home in North Daviess.
Swish there on the other side by Caleb Washington.
It's like a horse match. These guys just draining threes on each end.
And case in point, why not mess up the theme right there as you see Wes Eigner get a shot up on that one. Here's Mullen again.
Quick release. I believe that official underneath on that other end was Brett Bechtel. Brett had the state in girls and boys this year, had a game in the state finals. He's local to that area.
Washington into the lane, getting right up in on the Eigner there, and he is able to connect.
Did a nice job staying with it. Missed the first one, got his own rebound, and laid it right back in.
Heads up play there to avoid the steal from Bledsoe. Or rather, Joey Hart, excuse me. Here's Mullen. Into the lane, double teamed, outside. 3 by Donoho, and that's true.
Drive and dish. Run a little 5-out motion, really on both ends, keeping the post clear, and there's a long pull-up 3.
So Cale Donoho with that big three-pointer there. A lot of threes made by the West, as certainly by the East so far here in this first half.
Look out.
Right down the sideline. J.Q. Roberts.
J.Q. Roberts looked quick off the dribble and threw it home.
That's why he's going to be playing in the SEC next year, but there was a huge shot on the other end by Williams.
Yeah, Williams, those are deep threes there.
Here's Donoho.
Same spot. Can he do the same thing?
Back up top to Roberts. Cross-court pass, Donoho again inside, off the glass, and a nifty take there by Cale Donoho of South Spencer.
Yeah, nice job by Cale. Went high off the glass with that one, Kurt.
And we'll have another couple substitutions here as, again, you'll see lots of line changes and lots of different players here throughout the HBCA. How about this from Roberts?
Just sweet. Great ups. Brought it back with 2 hands and tossed it home.
Averaged 19 a game with Bloomington North this past season.
I believe that one hit the basket support on the miss. So that gives it over to the West.
So far it's been all West here, and in fact the West was victorious on the girls' end earlier this afternoon. And so far the West leading from start to finish here. Of course, in that girls' game though, Rob, it was the East that led most of the way before the West was able to make a big run there late.
East opened up a 7-0 run to start the game. They had an 11-point lead at the half, and the West just kept battling as Joey Hart almost connected from deep. But what a follow-up that time. I'm going with Jalen Mullen.
That looked like it was Mullen with a little bit of help there from J.Q. Roberts, but that looked like Mullen was there with the quick putback. Back again, another quick shot. These are really quick shots being taken here by both of these teams. Josh Williams making that one. That's 3 3-pointers in a row for Williams.
Yeah, Josh, again, he played for Kerry Brown at Connorsville last year. Oh, look out. Oh, I thought we were going to see another throw down there, but that one got stolen away.
And another turnover again. And another one.
We saw this in the girls' game a couple of times, too.
3 ball is short there from Kai Dyer. Here's Donoho. Roberts, top of the key, off the front of the iron.
JQ letting it fly from deep.
Kylan back out top now to Oliver. Oliver in the lane, step back, gets that one to go.
Kurt, what do you think the most number of passes in any one possession has been?
Probably at least 4 maybe, if that.
I say if.
Mullen with the reverse.
Beautiful move by Mullen. Love the spin he put on that ball. English on it to get it off the glass and in. I'm going to say 4 is a maximum. That's the second pass in this possession. Let's see if they get to 4 here. Nope.
And that one's short right there. Spin move inside, finger roll off the glass.
Good hustle by Joey Hart on the offensive rebound.
And the defensive rebound by Washington. Pushing it ahead. 3 ball is short there from Casey Kylan. Roberts inside, and he almost gets that flush to go, and he'll draw the foul. While we have a moment, Peterman Brothers is your trusted local heating, cooling, and plumbing and electrical service provider, taking care of Indiana homes since 1986. Be sure to find out more by visiting petermanhvac.com to schedule an online appointment in seconds. So here is J.Q. Roberts again at the charity stripe for the first time here today.
West is 3 for 4 from the free throw line here. So far in this contest, they have a 7-point lead. Some more substitutions happening.
So Roberts, again committed to Vanderbilt. He led Bloomington North to a 19-6 record and a regional title this past year before they lost to Ben Daviess in the semi-state. Of course, Ben Daviess going on to be 33-0 and a state champion in Class 4A.
Roberts is another one who, give him a year or so on the college campus, that frame is going to fill out. You can just see he's got the build, and he's going to get more muscle on that frame in a year or two. Nice take.
Squirting inside that time was Logan Rohrer.
Good look at Logan. He got to the free throw line earlier, and he did a nice job off the dribble. One big dribble, got all the way into the paint, up strong with the left hand to lay it in.
Logan Rohrer again out of Lawrenceburg, averaged 12 points a game. And he gets that and one.
3 for 5 for the East from the free throw line.
Back to a 5-point deficit here for the East. Webb with the corner 3, that's a little off the mark.
West has missed their last 4 for 3-point shots.
Pride, and he hits. That's now 3 made 3-pointers for Cole Pride.
2-point ball game all of a sudden, Kurt.
Back into the lane here, this time is Myers with a nifty push-up right there.
Nice job by Myers. Little shot fake, step through.
And shot is short the other way. Here comes Myers again with a full head of steam. Underneath is Combs. He can play both inside and outside. Neidig again from deep.
Love the inside-out look, the assist to Peter Combs. And that breaks a string of 4 missed 3-point shots for the West.
That puts it back to a 7-point advantage. Pride short from shorter range. Maybe he should back up a little bit more. Hurties from the baseline. Pride pushes it ahead.
Could get something here.
That's Justin Carter at the line, at the rim. And he's a little off the mark.
I believe Justin played for our friend Jim Shannon out of New Albany.
Indeed he did. Of course, Jim Shannon calling it quits after this past season, after a long career as the head coach of New Albany. Justin Carter in particular scored 42 points and 17 rebounds in a win over Southwestern his junior year. He had a season-high 26, though, this past year against Silver Creek.
Pride unable to complete the lob dunk.
And Myers back the other way. He can't convert, though, at point blank. Combs trying to clean it up, can't get it to go after 4 straight attempts. And Combs finally says, get in there.
That's what we call padding those offensive rebound stats, Kurt. Give him 3 offensive rebounds on the possession.
And some turnovers once again.
Yeah, getting a little sloppy here in the last couple of possessions.
Rohrer unable to connect. Carter back down low, also unable to grab the rebound. And another turnover again. We're in the waning moments here of this first half.
Oh, Carter can't get one down.
And neither can Cole Pride again. He finally gets it to go on his second one. And it goes off of one of the players right there, and it will be East basketball.
We said the same thing, Kurt, as there's 2.5 minutes left. We said the same thing in our girls game. The guys look a little tired here. They haven't been playing a lot of full court basketball, I doubt, since the season ended. For some of them, 4 or 5 weeks ago.
3 rattles in and out there for the East. And here's Myers again. Here's Eigner, and now back again to Neidig.
This is an over possession, Kurt. They had over 4 passes that time.
Loose ball, and Myers gets the rebound. Underneath to Neidig, bounce pass inside to Hurties, and he puts that off the glass.
Nice job. Good teamwork that time.
So now inside here for the East is Manowitz, Keegan Manowitz out of Jennings County. He's into the ball game for the first time, wearing number 10. And now we have a stoppage in play here.
Yeah, it's a nice step back shot there by Logan Rohr, and he's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2 as he drew contact. Logan Rohr's been to the free throw line now. I think this is his 3rd trip.
In fact, these free throws brought to you by Indiana State University, graduating outstanding Sycamores since 1865. Real risk takers, real achievers, and real game changers. Wear blue. So Rohrer misses the back end there. 8-point lead here for the West. Fadeaway jumper, it falls there. This time for Wes Eigner.
Nice.
That was actually Peyton Bledsoe the other way, but a heck of a shot and fall there by Pride.
Give Keegan Manowitz the assist to throw that lob pass perfectly for Cole Pride to bring it home. We had a dunk on both ends now.
And there is Myers trying it from deep as the clock's starting to tick down here into the waning minute here of the first half. Again, playing college rules here, 2 20-minute halves.
Cole Pride's going to go to the free throw line here as Myers committed that foul. Cole Pride's had a decent first half.
Indeed, he has 3 made three-pointers as well as 2 other shots from inside the arc, and now a made free throw. Again, Cole Pride out of Batesville. Going to be playing for the Fighting Engineers of Rose-Hulman next year. He's a first-team All-Academic All-State selection as well.
Nice job by Cole to step up and drain both those free throws.
Keep in mind, this is the first half of the ball game. Usually this is a score you see at the end of a high school ball game, but lots of offense here generated by these 2 ball clubs. Trying for an alley-oop to Pride and no dice. And the loose ball is corralled here by Kylan. Only temporarily. Up top, Pride off the glass. Can't finish. Myers gets the rebound.
Got to appreciate the teamwork. Those guys are trying to share the ball in there.
Blake Curtis from deep.
Nice. It's got a very open gym feel to it right now, and that was the end. And that makes sense why. That was the last waning seconds there. And a nice job by the East to get one up and in at the buzzer.
So that takes us to the halftime period. The East All-Stars over the West All-Stars here at the HBCA Boys All-Star Classic here at North Daviess High School. We'll take a quick timeout. Back in a moment here on the ISC Sports Network.
Hi there, I'm Jake Query.
And I'm Derek Schultz.
And we do Query and Schultz on ISC Sports Network. And Derek, unlike Ted Lasso, we have a 3rd season.
That's right. Season number 3 right now, ISCSportsNetwork.com. You can see episodes on Comcast 81 as well, Mondays at 7:30. I'm talking about our show, Jake. This beloved show that people tune into every single week. Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. So many ways to watch Corey and Schultz every Monday, 7:30. Tune in and hang out with us.
And you don't have to be a goldfish. You'll remember everything we say.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
This is the final play, your last chance.
What do we do?
Simple. Install a qualifying AC unit with Peterman Brothers, and we'll include the furnace for free.
Is the furnace really free?
Yes, but only through April.
What's the play?
Visit yourfreefurnace.com to schedule online. Then we'll install it next day, guaranteed. Now get out there.
They inbound the ball. He barely meets the buzzer, and it's in. The furnace is free. The furnace is free.
It's truck season at York Chevy Buick GMC in Greencastle. Work trucks, trail boss trucks, high country trucks. Drive your next truck for less. New Chevy Silverado as low as $359 per month. New GMC Sierra save up to $4,800. Plus up to $1,000 in York down payment assistance. Start your deal at YorkGM.com.
Stop by today and we'll show you why we're not number one, you are.
We're not number one.
You are!
You're number one at York.
Leaps ahead, still on his feet. Stevens lunges. Are you kidding me?
Champions of Marion County.
Unbelievable. Touchdown.
Living up to that last name. Wabash has the lead for the first time today. So that was going to be a highlight reel. Oh, baby.
Yeah, you can celebrate after that.
Indiana State University Sycamores conquer through questioning. They fly in to save the day. They master the medium. They wow the crowd. They fight for others. And more of them choose to stay right here in Indiana, living, working, thriving, and contributing to what makes this place great. It's what makes us Indiana's State University, and why we say real risk takers, real opportunity makers, and real game changers wear blue.
Welcome back inside of our ISC Sports Network studios here for live coverage of the HBCA All-Star Classic here from North Daviess High School. Alongside Rob Moorhead, I'm Kurt Darling. Rob, it's been a heck of a first half here. As we expected, a lot of offense between these two teams.
No doubt about it, Kurt. A lot of offense. Both these teams have made 11 three-point shots in the first half. For the East, they did it in 24 attempts. The West only took 20 attempts, 11 out of 20, so almost 50% shooting from the three-point line for the West squad. And we said we didn't think either one of these teams would have trouble getting to 100, and I think we're on pace for that very easily.
Especially since right now the West team leading the East at the moment, they've scored over 60 points, so you're probably well over that right there. But, of course, you know, talking about the atmosphere of this game, obviously you said an open gym kind of feel, but still it's a good chance to just celebrate the accomplishments of these student-athletes that they've had this past year.
Definitely, Kurt, and that's a great way to put it. These guys were selected for this ball game because of the success that they've had throughout the course of the season. They're some of the top players in Southern Indiana, some of the top coaches in Southern Indiana, as we talked about. The West squad being coached by Jeff Hine out of Bedford North Lawrence and Nathan Fleener out of Evansville Harrison. The East being coached by Tom Bradley from Orleans. Talk about a guy that's been doing it, Kurt. Tom Bradley, 24 seasons, 379 wins. Just a fantastic program at Orleans. And then Josh Land out of Jennings County led the Panthers to a sectional title in an absolute meat grinder of a 4A sectional out of Seymour. And Josh getting honored to be one of the coaches in this game as well.
So certainly celebrating the coaches' accolades as well in this one. So far we have another half of basketball to play. We'll certainly bring it to you right here on the ISC Sports Network.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
This is the final play, your last chance.
What do we do?
Simple. Install a qualifying AC unit with Peterman Brothers, and we'll include the furnace for free.
Is the furnace really free?
Yes, but only through April.
What's the play?
Visit yourfreefurnace.com to schedule online.
Then we'll start next day guaranteed. Now get out there.
They inbound the ball. He barely meets the buzzer, and it's in. The furnace is free. The furnace is free.
It's truck season at York Chevy Buick GMC in Greencastle. Work trucks, trail boss trucks, high country trucks. Drive your next truck for less. New Chevy Silverado as low as $359 per month. New GMC Sierra, save up to $4,800. Plus, up to $1,000 in York down payment assistance. Start your deal at YorkGM.com.
Stop by today and we'll show you why we're not number one, you are.
We're not number one.
You are.
You're number one at York.
Leaps ahead, still on his feet. Stevens lunges. Are you kidding me?
Champions of Marion County. Unbelievable.
Touchdown.
Living up to that last name. Wabash has the lead for the first time today. Said that was going to be a highlight reel. Oh, baby.
Yeah, you can celebrate after that.
Indiana State University Sycamores conquer through questioning. They fly in to save the day. They master the medium. They wow the crowd. They fight for others. And more of them choose to stay right here in Indiana, living, working, thriving, and contributing to what makes this place great. It's what makes us Indiana's State University, and why we say real risk takers, real opportunity makers, and real game changers wear blue.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
This is the final play, your last chance.
What do we do?
Simple. Install a qualifying AC unit with Peterman Brothers, and we'll include the furnace for free.
Is the furnace really free?
Yes, but only through April.
What's the play?
Visit yourfreefurnace.com to schedule online.
Then we'll start next day guaranteed. Now get out there.
They inbound the ball. He barely meets the buzzer, and it's in. The furnace is free. The furnace is free.
Hi there, I'm Jake Query.
And I'm Derek Schultz.
And we do Query and Schultz on ISC Sports Network. And Derek, unlike Ted Lasso, we have a third season.
That's right. Season number 3 right now, ISCSportsNetwork.com. You can see episodes on Comcast 81 as well, Mondays at 7:30. I'm talking about our show, Jake, this beloved show that people tune into every single week. Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, so many ways to watch Query and Schultz every Monday, 7:30. Tune in and hang out with us.
And you don't have to be a goldfish. You'll remember everything we say.
It's truck season at York Chevy Buick GMC in Greencastle. Work trucks, trail boss trucks, high country trucks. Drive your next truck for less. New Chevy Silverado as low as $359 per month. New GMC Sierra, save up to $4,800. Plus, up to $1,000 in York down payment assistance. Start your deal at YorkGM.com.
Stop by today and we'll show you why we're not number one, you are.
We're not number one.
You are.
You're number one at York.
Leaps ahead, still on his feet. Stevens lunges. Are you kidding me?
Champions of Marion County. Unbelievable.
Touchdown.
Living up to that last name. Wabash has the lead for the first time today. Said that was going to be a highlight reel. Oh, baby.
Yeah, you can celebrate after that.
Indiana State University Sycamores conquer through questioning. They fly in to save the day. They master the medium. They wow the crowd. They fight for others. And more of them choose to stay right here in Indiana, living, working, thriving, and contributing to what makes this place great. It's what makes us Indiana's State University, and why we say real risk takers, real opportunity makers, and real game changers wear blue.
Hi there, I'm Jake Query.
And I'm Derek Schultz.
And we do Query and Schultz on ISC Sports Network. And Derek, unlike Ted Lasso, we have a third season.
That's right. Season number 3 right now, ISCSportsNetwork.com. You can see episodes on Comcast 81 as well, Mondays at 7:30. I'm talking about our show, Jake, this beloved show that people tune into every single week. Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, so many ways to watch Query and Schultz every Monday, 7:30. Tune in and hang out with us.
And you don't have to be a goldfish. You'll remember everything we say.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Welcome back inside of the ISC Sports Network studios alongside Rob Moorhead. I'm Kurt Darling. Rob, let's take a look at some halftime highlights here from that first half. Lots to look at here. Definitely lots of big plays made by lots of big-time players.
That was a nice throwdown right there by J.Q. Roberts. He had a big first half, a couple of big dunks.
And, of course, topping it off as well, Washington as well as Josh Williams. He had a couple big threes from behind the arc, the senior from Connorsville this year. Then J.Q. Roberts also getting it from behind the arc as well.
Mr. Inside and Mr. Outside, Kurt. He can do it all.
And, of course, you had a couple other players as well. Caden Oliver from Silver Creek, 16 points a contest this past season, 1,000-point scorer there. Then Washington, as I mentioned earlier, working it down low from Floyd Central.
Yeah, that was a nice feed as well, and Washington did a nice job being able to finish on that one.
Then you had Mr. North Daviess himself right here on his home floor, Jalen Mullen. He had a couple big threes as well as some big shots like that.
And there's Joey Hart taking the ball to the basket for an and one. But you mentioned Jalen Mullen. How cool to get to play one more game on your home floor.
And sir, it could be right here, a great spot for it as well here inside of North Daviess High School. Peter Combs, though, as you saw that shot right there from Bloomfield, he has had a heck of a first half as well.
And that's Cole Pride for the East, and Cole, the leading scorer, I believe, for the East, got 3 threes in that first half.
And there's Blake Hurties as well from Evansville Mater Dei, a 1,000-point scorer in his own right. He actually also won a football state title with Evansville Mater Dei as a wide receiver. Then again, you saw
Bryson Neidig.
Bryson Neidig, the Washington Hatchet, first-team All-Pocket Conference.
And then a 3 out of the corner there by Peter Combs, another Mr. Inside and Mr. Outside. And here he is inside on the two-hand flush.
And so, again, Peter Combs, leading scorer for the West so far here today. Then here's your boy Cole Pride. He's really been hot from behind the arc from Batesville.
Batesville, Indiana, plays for Aaron Garrett. Nice job for Cole Pride in this ball game.
Then Neidig once again from behind the arc. He has 3 made three-pointers so far here today. In fact, he has not scored at all from inside the arc.
That was a big Columbus North's Cooper Horn right there, wasn't it, Kurt?
Another 1,000-point scorer in him as well. He's also the Republic's Player of the Year out of Bartholomew County. And then finally, you had Jalen Mullen once again. Just keeping it hot from behind the arc.
Wonder how many shots that young man's put up in that gym. You know it's a ton.
It is certainly a lot. He is, again, another 1,000-point career scorer. You certainly have a lot of players on this squad, both of these squads that have scored at least 1,000 points in their respective classes here. Then there was a Cale Donahoe, but then another big shot there by J.Q. Roberts.
And that J.Q. Roberts shot might have been the highlight of the first half, and then a nice putback there by Jalen Mullen off the Joey Hart miss. And just a lot of offensive action that we're seeing here, and a nice strong take by Lawrenceburg's Logan Rohr, who got to the free throw line on 3 different occasions there in half number 1. And, Kurt, folks might be wondering if they've got their stopwatches at home, Why is it that we are still running these highlights? It seems like it's been at least 10 minutes since first half action ended. Would you like to break the news to the fans?
Well, we are certainly working on some technical difficulties right now. Of course, we are in our remote studios right now here at the ISC Sports Network. Unfortunately, the IT problems at the school are certainly keeping us from seeing on our screens here in our studios what's taking place down at North Daviess High School. But we will try to get our studios back online here right now, but the score is right now 72-68 with the West on top. We'll go ahead and take a quick timeout here. When we come back, hopefully we will have live action back with you right here from North Daviess High School here on the ISC Sports Network.
Hi there, I'm Jake Query.
And I'm Derek Schultz.
And we do Query and Schultz on ISC Sports Network. And Derek, unlike Ted Lasso, we have a third season.
That's right. Season number 3 right now, ISCSportsNetwork.com. You can see episodes on Comcast 81 as well, Mondays at 7:30. I'm talking about our show, Jake, this beloved show that people tune into every single week. Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, so many ways to watch Query and Schultz every Monday, 7:30. Tune in and hang out with us.
And you don't have to be a goldfish. You'll remember everything we say.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
This is the final play, your last chance.
What do we do?
Simple. Install a qualifying AC unit with Peterman Brothers, and we'll include the furnace for free.
Is the furnace really free?
Yes, but only through April.
What's the play?
Visit yourfreefurnace.com to schedule online. Then we'll install it next day, guaranteed. Now get out there.
They inbound the ball. He barely meets the buzzer, and it's in. The furnace is free. The furnace is free.
It's truck season at York Chevy Buick GMC in Greencastle. Work trucks, trail boss trucks, high country trucks. Drive your next truck for less. New Chevy Silverado as low as $359 per month. New GMC Sierra, save up to $4,800. Plus, up to $1,000 in York down payment assistance. Start your deal at YorkGM.com.
Stop by today and we'll show you why we're not number one, you are.
We're not number one.
You are.
You're number one at York.
Leaps ahead, still on his feet. Stevens lunges. Are you kidding me?
Champions of Marion County. Unbelievable.
Touchdown.
Living up to that last name. Wabash has the lead for the first time today. Said that was going to be a highlight reel. Oh, baby.
Yeah, you can celebrate after that.
Well, there you have it. We have live pictures back here at North Daviess High School. 15:30 left to go here in the second half here of the HBCA Boys All-Star Classic on the ISC Sports Network. Alongside Rob Moorhead, I'm Kurt Darling. And picking right back up where we go, it is the West on top of the East here, 82-74.
In this possession, Kurt, the East already with 2 offensive rebounds, but unable to come away with points. Here comes the West.
Here comes Joey Hart in particular, and he takes it right to the rack.
Yeah, Joey got all that distance in about 3 dribbles, Kurt. Really nice job by the athletic Joey Hart. And quickly back the other way, a basket up and good, all ready for the East. I believe that might have been Colton Leach on the basket. Nope, he's on the wrong team. That would have been Owen Law from Jennings County.
That would be Owen Law's first bucket of the afternoon.
I don't believe it was Owen Law now. It was 15. That would have been Caleb Washington. My bad, Kurt.
And so Washington getting that one to go, as well as Joey Hart. He is starting to heat up here this half. And back and forth we go between several different players getting shots off here. That's Cooper Horn as well.
Indeed, and we got a shift change coming in, and we can catch our breath now that we've got our cameras back up here and can kind of see what's going on as 5 in, 5 out substitutions on both sides. The West maintaining their 8-point lead. So you missed about 4.5 minutes of action or so, but plenty of basketball left to play in this one, Kurt. There will be a lot of action, a lot of offense, and the West may get to 100 before we hit the 10-minute mark the way this game's going.
I could probably say that's a pretty good bet to make right there. Here's Blake Hurties with it now. He gets it out to Myers. And so Myers now dumps it off to, that is Logan Webb. Down low actually now as Myers.
And that's Cole Pride going to pick up the foul in there, and the big Bloomfield center going to go to the free throw line, Peter Combs. You see the big lefty in there. Did a nice job. Cole Pride just kept his arm straight up. He wouldn't have gotten that foul, but he came down with that one arm right across the forehead of Peter Combs, and Combs goes to the line, knocks in number one, Kurt.
And so Peter Combs now with 2 made free throws on the afternoon. He has another one coming.
Yeah, I like this kid. I think he's going to be a nice player at the next level for Taylor.
Going from Southern Indiana to Northern Indiana up there at Taylor University. And there's a big shot by Keegan Manowitz out of Jennings County.
Josh Land's crew up there just had a fantastic season at 24-3 regional champions. Land was a big part of that. Or Manowitz, I should say, was a big part of that for Coach Land.
Webb tries it from deep, and it gets tipped out of bounds. So both teams cracking the 80-point barrier here with just about 13 minutes to go.
We talked in the first half, not many possessions have more than 4 passes. And it's just going to be one of those kind of games where they're going to get up and down the floor. A nice little dipsy-do move right there.
And that was Blake Hurties. He's had a couple made baskets as well, and he gets a defensive rebound there. Back the other way, and nicely taken there by Bryson Knighting.
Yep, good job by Bryson to run the floor. He run the floor, good things happen. They found him for the 2.
Manowitz again from deep. He is a 41% three-point shooter this past season.
Yeah, his teammate Owen Law on the team here today as well, but Manowitz already here in the second half, we've seen him drain 2. Oh, nice.
Pick and roll inside, and Combs unable to connect, but Myers is there for the putback.
Yeah, Combs in the next level. He'll know to either dunk that or take it off the backboard. Big fella doesn't want to just try to go over the front of the rim.
Manowitz with 7 straight points here.
And a smile on his face. He's enjoying it, Kurt. Loving every minute of it.
That makes it an 8-point game here for the West. Logan Webb trying to cut back into it, and he does.
Actually, he adds 3 more for the West, puts them up 97-86. They're only 1 possession away from 100 points. We said they might get it before the 10-minute mark. I think they're going to make that easy.
Here's Kai Dyer going right to the rim, and he draws a foul coming up with it.
Kai did a nice job handling the basketball that time, getting through the defense onto the rim. Kai, of course, again played for Stacy Meyer at Greensburg. He's got an offer from Franklin. He'd be a nice player for the Grizzlies if he chooses to go there.
And, of course, getting a handshake here from Cole Pride. And speaking of Cole Pride there, he has this appearance this year in the HBCA All-Star Classic as presented by Aaron Garrett of the Garrett Group and Low Miller Real Estate, in addition to coaching the Batesville Bulldogs. Aaron is Indiana's top real estate producers, having completed over $100 million in real estate transactions. Log on to BatesvilleBest.com for more info.
And as you were reading that, his guy got a steal to take it back the other way and end up with a deuce for the East. That was Logan Rohrer getting the finish on that one, but the steal came from Cole Pride.
So Cole Pride, behind the back to Pride. Give the assist to Kai Dyer.
So that's Greensburg product to Batesville product right there. Those 2 schools are huge rivals down in Southeast Indiana, but the 2 guys playing as teammates today. Aaron Garrett may be the busiest guy in Southern Indiana. It's a long 3 drain there for the West squad that time.
That was Logan Webb again.
Webb making it look easy out there.
Speaking of making it look easy, how about Manowitz? He has been hot from behind the arc, but that's off the mark there. And there you have it. Before the 10-minute mark, we've cracked 100 points as Peter Combs goes back the other way.
Makes it 102 now, and quickly back the other way. Dyer on the miss. And here comes the West back with it as the open gym feel is on in full strength right now.
Webb with 3 straight three-pointers out of the shots that he has taken.
So the East needs a couple of baskets here. They don't want this thing get out of hand. And they're going to get a chance to go to the free throw line. They want to keep this close, much like we saw in the girls' game. The West team just kept it close through that third quarter. In the fourth quarter, they were able to come away and get the victory. So the East does not want to fall too far behind. But I want to go back to Aaron Garrett. Not only coach basketball and real estate, but he also teaches 8th grade social studies and does it very, very well there at Batesville. Not a lot of grass grows under Aaron Garrett's feet. That man stays busy.
Certainly keeping busy as well. Certainly happy to have him on board here with this ISC Sports Network broadcast. 10.5 to go here in the half. And that's off the mark there from Blake Hurtis. Long pass. Rohrer back outside. 3 on the way. Off the mark from Oliver. Webb in transition, has another one. He has not missed his last 4 3-pointers.
Webb has gotten hot. It's fun to watch a guy when he gets hot shooting the basketball the way he has right here.
Trying to answer here is Rohrer, and he does.
And Webb out of Linton Stockton, and just down the road there from North Daviess.
He and Joey Hart here, the 2 Linton Stockton Miners on this West squad.
Webb just drained another one?
He did. That is 5 made 3-pointers this half. So we're just kind of going back and forth between 3-point shooting here between both of these squads.
Yeah, this film will not put in any. There's another.
How about again? Call him Steph Curry. Logan Webb with 6 straight 3-pointers made. That one was from 40 feet out.
Boy, and you can feel it in the gym. The fans are loving it. And there's a long 3 put up. I believe that was Kai Dyer. What could have been Dyer? It must have been Jacob Cherry on the long 3 from Eastern Pekin, knocking it in.
And Jacob Cherry getting some minutes here as well as we get line changes from both here.
But what a segment of run there in that particular segment from the Linton Stockton player, Logan Webb. Wow.
He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one right here. The 6th one from literally almost half court. He and Kai Dyer just jaw-jacking with each other right there, having a good time.
I believe he's got offers from Hanover and Kentucky Wesleyan. Either one of them would take that kind of shooting.
Indeed he does, as there's a nice dunk inside by Hart.
Joey Hart with the flush, getting to the baseline. That's his 2nd dunk of the game.
So we're inside the final 9 minutes here. And you get the sense both of these teams just kind of putting up shots at will here, as Kylan certainly does that right there to break the stalemate.
And the East hits triple digits as well. 116 to 100, but man, the West gave themselves a nice little cushion off that shooting performance by Webb. And look at that.
J.Q. Roberts.
3 by J.Q., the Vandy recruit. Long 3 put up again, this time by Caleb Washington, no good.
Back out again. This time it's Carter trying his shot from behind the arc. This is basically a 3-point shooting competition now.
It is indeed, as Justin Carter out of New Albany gets the 3.
So now Roberts again, back to Hart. Hart will go right to the rim, uncontested.
Yeah, 3 dunks for Joey Hart, and he's a long, lanky kid at 6'6", and got great ups, and you saw an example of that right there.
There was an air ball by Colton Leach. It goes out of bounds, but it'll stay here with the West.
East will keep it, I believe, this time, Kurt, and a nice job that time by Caleb Washington. He got in there and threw it off of Joey Hart to keep the possession.
And now it's stolen away here by the West.
Another dunk for Joey.
Here comes Hart on the reverse.
Nice. Nicely done by Joey Hart with a little style that time. Linton, the state runners-up this year.
There's Justin Carter again.
Coach Shannon probably didn't let him just come down and crank those 3s the way they're able to in these all-star games.
Probably not as often. Again, both pairs of coaches kind of letting everybody have some fun out here in this celebration here of these boys all-stars here at the HBCA. Carter going right in, and the foul going to be drawn there off of Peyton Bledsoe.
Yeah, it's nice to see the guys get to have a good time in this game and enjoy. Really, what as we talked about in the girls' game will be some of these guys their last time to play in a high school basketball. Well, all of them their last time to play in a high school basketball game, except for our Indiana All-Stars.
So, a majority of these players looking to probably play some college ball back the other way as they move on in their careers. As Joey Hart, in particular, one of those players, going to be playing at Central Florida next year.
Nice, good montage there of Joey's 3 dunks here in the second half.
So here's Justin Carter. And he misses the back end. 123-106 here for a high school basketball game playing with college rules. Webb inside. He decided he got tired of shooting three-pointers.
You see how quickly he turned the corner there? Did a nice job. Got his hips around the defender, squared up his shoulders, did a nice job getting to the rack.
Carter taking it himself. So every player that has played has scored here for both of these squads.
And the way it should be, right?
Why not from Logan Webb?
Webb just on fire from three-point range.
Webb now has 23 points, all of them in this second half.
Crazy. And what? We've still got 6 minutes left in the half, and he's been playing in shifts. He's probably played about 9 or 10 minutes maybe, Kurt, and put 23 points up in that amount of time. That's impressive.
And he has
another line change.
Been lights out from behind the arc. So the East squad with some substitutions here from Tom Bradley as well as Josh Land.
I thought Webb was going to pull up at the half-court line. He at least took 2 more dribbles.
At this point, he may as well.
Oh, mercy. That one goes out of bounds. Give it back over to the East.
Final 6 minutes left here in this one.
I don't think we're going to see a lot of strategy timeouts late in this one, Kurt.
Another steal. And an easy take there by Colton Leach, for the West.
Out of Bedford North Lawrence, played for Jeff Hine. They went 16-7 this year in Class 4A.
Colton Leach, 1,000-point scorer at Bedford North Lawrence, 7th all-time in that regard. Another 3 hit that time here by Caden Oliver.
Nice job, Caden Oliver out of Silver Creek. State champions last year. 2021, make that his sophomore year.
There was a 3-point shot blocked. And quick back the other way, Roar off the glass, and the one-hander into the hands of Josh Williams.
How about Logan Roar on the assist, and Josh Williams threw it down. Both those guys in the Class 3A sectional at Greensburg, they played against one another. Lawrenceburg knocking off Connersville in that game.
Myers can't quite get the North Daviess friendly roll there. And try it off the glass again this time. Oh, but Pride is short. Mistimed his jump right there, and he's certainly upset with that one. But they get the oop the other way to Joey Hart. Or rather, that's Combs.
Peter Combs, and now a bounce trying for the alley-oop, and this has gotten completely out of hand.
So we've gone
now
from three-pointers to alley-oops and everything in between.
And missed bunnies, right? So, yeah, it's gotten really loose here in the last few minutes. So. And if you, nice long 3 there. I'll let you call that one. Who was that one?
That was Joey Hart. Or no, that, believe it or not, actually that was Logan Webb again.
Logan Webb
wearing the 22 that I thought that Joey Hart was wearing before this game started.
Yes, that's made it a little bit tough to try to keep up. But, you know, I said the open gym feel. This one now has the feel like you've played one too many games in open gym, and it was really time for everybody to go home after the game before, because now it's just there's zero defense. We're walking up and down the floor, and just whoever feels like it's cranking it or throwing an alley-oop pass. But it's fun time. It's all-star basketball. These kids have worked really hard throughout their career, and a lot of accolades for everyone involved in this game. And look at that.
Nice ups there by Josh Williams.
You heard the crowd applause in the background there as the last shift change was made, and that's when Logan Webb and his teammates came off the floor, and the crowd appreciating the job Logan Webb did putting up those points
Peter Combs on the alley-oop there from Logan Webb. Missed shot there on the other end here by Colton Leach. And again, another one. Falls there for Donahoe. Today's game brought to you by ADP. Be sure to spring into savings with 3 months free of all ADP services for small businesses. Simply mention this ad when you call Arden as well as Gervais and at 317-777-4283. It's ADP and ISC, and it's free for 3. Call Arden today.
Just a couple of long threes on the east side. There's one being drained that time. I believe that was Jacob Cherry once again on the three. Or that was Keegan Manowitz.
Manowitz is really heated up here this second half, as has pretty much all of the rest of the players here on the floor here, just kind of having some fun here in the waning minutes of this one. It has really been a shooting clinic in particular here by the West, as another one falls there for Bryson Neidig. So 2.5 minutes left to go here in this All-Star Classic here for the HBCA.
And what did Linton Stockton's Logan Webb end up with before he checked out there, Kurt? I know he had a ton of threes there, all of them in the second half. Did he get 26 or 28?
26 points for Logan Webb before checking out.
That's crazy.
Alley-oop a little too high there for Combs.
The West putting up 143. It's impressive.
And most of it, like I said, from way beyond the arc, or at least close to. So here's Josh Williams of Connorsville back to Rohr, and they're just going to let him go right in to try and dunk it. Doesn't quite have the ups on that one. Alley-oop off the glass, no one there to receive it. Through the legs, Josh Williams again.
Kai Dyer goes between the legs and lays it up off the glass and let Williams come throw it down.
Kai Dyer certainly knows how to throw the dimes off the glass. That's his second one here this afternoon. Final 90 seconds here. Neidig again from deep.
Yeah, we've called Neidig's name a few times today, Kurt. He's played well.
5 made 3-pointers for him after that one.
Kai Dyer tried to get up there and throw it down himself. The 6'2 guard said, let me get in on some of this throwing down. I've been throwing a lot of assists, just unable to complete it.
Kai Dyer with offers from Franklin and Concordia has yet to decide where he wants to go play next year. Tyler Myers, another big one. He's going to go play at Evansville next year out of Evansville Day School, one of the smallest schools in the state, and is now the 6th all-time leading scorer there. Rohr off the alley-oop attempt from Williams. Myers going up top to Combs this time.
Combs has completed a couple of those alley-oops.
So now we're just going to go back and forth between these two squads here as the final 30 seconds tick down.
Josh Williams threw it down. It's a dunk contest now, Kurt.
We have gone over 250 points combined between these two squads. And so, in front of a crowd here inside of North Daviess High School, the HBCA All-Star Classic about to draw to an end here with both of these teams just kind of having some fun, celebrating themselves and everybody in between here after an excellent high school basketball season. Final score in this one, with that shot counting, makes it 148-125. The West Southern Indiana All-Stars knock off the East here in this one.
What a fun afternoon for these guys, Kurt. They play so hard and so competitively all year long in such a high-pressure environment in high school basketball that it was nice to see them be able to come blow off some steam today and just get out and have a good time. A lot of offense and running up and down the floor. They had a great time doing it, and that young man right there might have been the star of stars today.
Lots of big performances, but you have to give your hats off to Logan Webb. He is our blue-collar player of the game, presented by Boilermakers Local 374. Become a Union Boilermaker and be on your way to a great career by finding out more when you log on at local374.org. Logan Webb, 26 points with 8 made three-pointers, all of them in that second half.
He just got hot, and it's one of those deals where you get a guy that's on a run like they're on a roll. He's feeling it. You get him the ball and let him do his thing. And, not far away, I don't believe, North Daviess and Linton Stockton. And I'm sure he's played a game or two in that gym before, but he was feeling it. His teammates were finding him, and Logan Webb was knocking him down in that second half.
Logan Webb moved to Linton in 8th grade and has since helped Linton to much success in the postseason. Rob Moorhead, it's been a pleasure working with you today, my friend.
No doubt about it, Kurt. I want to say thanks to the Hoosier Basketball Coaches Association again, all those guys there. We saw Pat Rady Jr. He's got a big part in what happens with the HBCA, and I could see him walking around down there, and we appreciate the effort from the HBCA to put this All-Star Classic on. East-West All-Star Game, something folks look forward to every year. Kurt, a pleasure working with you, my friend.
Likewise to you as well. It's also a special thanks to our ISC Sports Network crew, our director Sean Walker, David Cohen on the graphics, as well as Rob Lynch and Elijah Mash on site as our cameramen. Final score once again here in this one. The West boys knock off the East boys here at the HBCA All-Star Classic, 148-125. I'm Kurt Darling alongside Rob Moorhead saying so long till next time here on the ISC Sports Network.
Indiana State University Sycamores conquer through questioning. They fly in to save the day. They master the medium. They wow the crowd. They fight for others. And more of them choose to stay right here in Indiana, living, working, thriving, and contributing to what makes this place great. It's what makes us Indiana's State University, and why we say real risk takers, real opportunity makers, and real game changers wear blue.